the list is the submission link of your project. So within an hour, you will build a game, and you will submit it through the link below. It's a Google form, and we'll ask your project name, your name, and also the deployed game link using CodeBuddy. Specifically, it's called Cloud Studio within CodeBuddy. So you'll have a live game people can play. Make sure to paste that link into the submission form. And the deadline is 3:30. So after 3:30, the form will be closed. If you haven't submitted before 3:30, your results won't be accepted. So make sure you submit everything before 3:30 through the link below, CodeBuddy submit link. Okay, so let me just show you those links one by one. This is the tutorial link that I was mentioning. It's build your first 2D web game with CodeBuddy. You can scroll down and to see the whole tutorial, how to download Node, how to download CodeBuddy, and we even have a prompt template for you to use. All you have to do is to change the prompt template yourself, to paste your own ideas into the template. And then the second link is the credits. So if you click on the credits, let me just copy paste. You will see a docs.weixin.qq form. Enter the email that you use to register. After that, you will get the credits showing on the screen. This is the credits page. And then for the submission page, it's a Google form. We'll be asking your email, project name, your name, author is you are the author, author's company, organization, your title and position at the company. Your position is not a position that physically like you're in Hong Kong. So don't put Hong Kong in, it's your company position, okay? So I saw some people putting the city before. And then the deployed Cloud Studio, it's the deployed CodeBuddy game link. I can show you how it looks like. If you go to the tutorial, and below here, you'll find the MTR. This is a game I built. And you could click on this link, you'll be able to see a link like this. So it's a random string plus AP, because I deployed it in Singapore. It says AP Singapore, mywrite.io. You will get a similar link after you deploy the game with CodeBuddy. So the game is actually playable. It's a random guy jumping through MTRs in Hong Kong, collecting octopus card. It's a game I built. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting game. And the last brief description of your game. So within 200 English words, you can describe what the game is about. Yeah, so pretty much the only two things you need is the deployed game link, as well as your project description. Everything else is, I believe that everybody has this information. And we're going to select top 3 winners for the hackathon. With the winners, you will get prize below. You see the prize down here? We got a we have a Razer keyboard and a Sony headphone and a Logic mouse. Yeah, so the Razer keyboard is for first prize, and then the headphone is for second. The mouse is for third place. Who wants the keyboard? Raise your hand. Who wants a keyboard? Nobody? Really? Okay. No one wants to win a prize. Yeah, so we have 3 prizes. Oh, by the way, it's a solo project. You build by your own. There's no team formation because we don't have time for that. You build solo by yourself. So yeah, that means you don't have to find a team to join. And the judging will also be based on your individual submissions. So it's one project, one person. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all the logistics I need to cover. Any questions regarding Wi-Fi, codes, tutorial, submission? Raise your hand. Yeah, you have a question? Yeah, you're just stretching. Just stretch. Anyone has question? Oh, you have a question. Yeah, just click Singapore. Yeah, should be fine. Questions? You have? What? What? OS. Oh, you're using Linux. Oh. Wow. Somebody brought Linux to an event. Let me see if you can download Linux. Oops, it just goes to download directly. I don't think there's a Linux version of CodeBuddy. I don't think so. Let me see. There's a Mac, Apple, Silicon, Intel, and Windows. Yeah, there's no Linux version. Yeah, sorry. Anyone has other questions? Yeah, go ahead. Do we need what?
To get the credits, do I need WeCom? It's asking me to scan it and opening through WeCom.
For the credits, you use the email, you register for the event.
It's just giving me a QR code.
Give me a QR code.
Yeah.
And if you scan the QR code, you get a code. Yeah, credits redemption code.
Oh, but I need to install WeCom? No.
Yeah. Yeah, probably you have to. Oh, yes, because this document is on WeChat, 企业微信. English is WeCom. You need to register WeCom to access this page. If it's asking you to register one, you have to register one.
Okay.
It's like a Tencent version of Google Form. Yeah, you have to register WeCom. Cool. Any other questions? Yeah, you have one?
Is there a Wi-Fi and also the Wi-Fi password for?
Oh yeah, Wi-Fi it's IHG1 rewards free Wi-Fi. Access code region. Any other questions? Yeah, go ahead.
I cannot get the redemption code.
You cannot.
Yeah, you can.
What does it show?
This is my register email. And
What does it show on your screen?
the code.
What's on your screen?
I just enter my email and there is no code show.
No code show.
Yeah.
Okay. So somebody claimed the credits? No code? What about other people? Any successful claims? Successful claims? No? No one? Really? No one has get a code. You got a code. Okay. Yeah, so I think it's, if you didn't get a code, you probably, did you register through Luma? When did you register? Yesterday? Okay. Yeah, we'll figure out. Yeah, we have extra codes today, so we prepare for this. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, we'll go to that because I need to ask someone to. So I'll come back to this. Yeah. Any other questions? No. Okay. Awesome. So right now it's 2:20. Today's agenda is from now 2:20. You'll start building, and at 3:30 will be the deadline of submission. And at 3:40 we'll have some presentations, including the top 3 winners. We'll also have 3 other speakers for the presentation, and at 4 p.m. we'll close. So I'll use the rest 2 to 3 minutes, walk through the tutorial. After that, we'll start the building time. Cool. All right, so essentially we're building is a very simple game, browser-based, with just one single file, index.html. So it's very simple. You don't have to have previous game developer experience. And there are a lot of content on the tutorial. I don't want to go through line by line, but you can read it and take a look at the agenda. You can even play the game within this tutorial here. So it's actually deployed on Cloud Studio on this page. And then the most important thing is you need a node installed. So Node.js, you can go to this link, nodejs.org, download, and you'll see something like this. And you download, install on your computer, whether it's Mac or Windows, you install Node. It's just like install any other software. You can install Node first. After that, you need to download CodeBuddy. So go to CodeBuddy.ai and install on your computer, either Mac or Windows. Choose Apple Silicon or Intel. And then after you install Node and CodeBuddy, open CodeBuddy, select a model. So before that, you claim the codes, claim the credits with your code first on the CodeBuddy website. Once you have some credits, you will see a page like this. You'll be able to select a model, for instance, GPT 5.5, which is the best model so far. So I choose this model, so you can use the same model, GPT 5.5. And enter the prompt template. So I can briefly talk about the prompt template because this is the one you're going to be using to build a game. So it says, build me a game with Feather 3. So Feather is a web-based game engine. And output a single file, and those are the game descriptions. So you'll come up with a game name, game title, genre. So there are a couple of genres. You can do some research on Google, ask what kind of game genres there are. But for instance, this one in-game is called a platformer game. So it's like a Super Mario. It's called platformer game. You can also build, let's say, a card game, 3D game, adventure game, or a fighting game. So you can define your own genre. And the theme is the, so today I recommend, or at least the theme of today is a game relates to Hong Kong. So that's why I built an MTR game, right? So you can think of something in Hong Kong that you like and then make it a game. So the judging will also be based on this. So if you build a game that's not a Hong Kong theme based, your score will be lower. But let's say if you have a Hong Kong theme game, whether it's food, culture, sightseeings, anything relates to Hong Kong, Cantonese, anything relates to Hong Kong, that's the theme of today. And then describe your game. At the end is the visual styles. Is it a retro? Is it a sharp modern theme? Or is it a kind of blank white game? It's up to you. Okay, those are the only things you need to change. Do not touch anything down below unless you're somewhat experienced. So everything down below is the template we have. Make sure that you have a game that's workable. You can change it if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, just keep it like this. There's a lot of stuff down below. And then this is an example, right? This is actually the exact one I used to build this MTR game. So I just said MTR Mayhem Platformer. The game must be set in Hong Kong, meaningfully feature Hong Kong culture, landmarks, food, neighborhoods, local life. And then describe the game. It's like a bit of longer description. Commute racing through Hong Kong's MTR system, Central Macau, Chimjiazui with faster trains, whatever. Look and feel is underground subway, both MTR. Yeah, so those are the only thing I changed. And if you look at CodeBuddy, this is the exact same thing I put in. I just type, copy, paste everything into the chat, and AI will start making the game for me. And this is the, after 5 minutes, it gives me a complete game already. And what do you do at the rest of 55 minutes? You change, you improve on top of it. For instance, I didn't like the first version. I just say, okay, there's some things not working, the character is not jumping, please fix it for me. You just build a game, find out what's the bug, and tell AI to fix the bug. So it's an iterative process. It's not a one shot. You put a prompt, you have a complete game. It's not like that. It's more like you have 5 minutes prototype, and then you find the bugs, you fix it. For instance, this is my second fix. And after, I think, 3-4 fix, I already have a complete version. And then I deploy to Cloud Studio. You can either click Preview, it will deploy with the top setting button here, or you can click here, Integrations, and click Cloud Studio to deploy. It will only take 2 minutes to deploy. After deploy, you will have a deployed link and also a QR code to access your game. It's very simple, very straightforward. Okay, any other questions regarding the tutorial? Questions? Yeah, so I'll come after you because I'll talk to someone to give the credits. Yeah, I'll come back to you regarding credits. Cool, any other questions? Yeah. Same issue, right? Yeah, you can raise your hand right now and I'll come after you after. How many of you? Okay, I see. Yeah, I'll come after you. I'll bring the Tencent guy, will come to you. Cool, I think that's all we have. And I'm gonna keep this screen on. And you have 1 hour to build your game. In the meantime, if you have any question, I'll be around. You can come to me, ask me questions. And please make sure to submit before 3:30. Otherwise, the Razer keyboard will go to someone else. Cool. All right. I think that's all we have. Yeah, maybe we have some BGM for the building time. And I'll see you guys in 1 hour. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Oh, hey. So for the credits, I think some of you wondering WeCom account. Actually, you can actually switch to between your WeChat and WeCom account. If you switch to WeChat, if you have a WeChat account, you should be able to scan it. Yeah. So this is probably the block that some of you encounter cannot claim the credits. Yeah. So just switch. Click the button here, you'll be able to scan with the WeChat. Also on the second thing, I have added the Tencent team into a WhatsApp group to help you with the credits if you have any questions. So you can join this WhatsApp group. So if any credits questions, you can join, and we'll be able to DM you the credits individually. Yeah. So this is the WhatsApp group. You can scan and join the WhatsApp group. Okay, everybody join the WhatsApp? All right, let me keep this QR code on the slide. I'll keep the QR code here. So you can keep this page. So if you join a WhatsApp group, you can say you need a credit and type your email. The Tencent team, they will reach out. But if you download CodeBuddy, by default, you will have some free credits already. So it should be enough for at least today's project. So you don't have to wait until you get the credits and then you build. You can start building already because there are free credits loaded. And the extra credits is for, let's say, for the future. If you want to continue to use, you can use that. But it doesn't affect today's project because it's a very simple one-file project. It doesn't consume a lot of credits. And also, we're going to have speaker sharing in 5 minutes to demo their game. So while you're building, you can also see what other people have built. Yeah, so feel free to ask any questions. So we're going to be around, and yep, good luck on the building. we're going to have our first speaker sharing, Derek Fun. Let's give a warm applause to Derek to the stage.
Testing. Hi, everyone. Thanks, Devin and Tencent team for the invitation. Very happy to be here today. My background is in UX UI design, but it doesn't really matter. What it matters is that, like all of you, I love playing video games and I love building video games. And so today, I've brought to you some useful tips about vibe coding in game development. Let's get started. The number one tip that I want to share about is you always want to plan first and then execute. Vibe coding doesn't mean you don't have a plan. In fact, you should always have a plan. You need to understand what's going on so that you can instruct your AI to build what you want to build. And if you're on a coding agent like CodeBuddy, there's an option for you to switch to ask mode and plan mode. And I always begin working on my project using ask mode. And here's some trick. When I'm on ask mode, I like to tell the AI to interview me to gather all requirements before I start. And then I'll switch to plan mode to outline a step-by-step execution plan for the project. I find this extremely helpful, and it saves me a lot of time working along the project. And then my second tip is to build the MVP first. Since this is a Tencent sponsored event, so I picked this example, Teamfight Tactics. Here's a question for you. What are the key components if you want to build an auto battler like Teamfight Tactics? Well, if you try to break it down, it's actually very simple. The three main components for Teamfight Tactics is that, number one, you need a chessboard. And number two, you need some units that can freely move around the board. And number three, you need a logic so that these units can auto-battle themselves. And here's what I built in just less than 30 minutes. The idea is to keep the scope very small so that you can finish it. Don't overthink and don't make a big scope. And once you have the MVP, you can add polishing to the game. Like I did here, I made some UI and art assets, and as well as some more advanced features such as shops and upgradable units. And in just 2 weeks' time, I was able to build this Teamfight Tactics clone that looks almost identical to the original game. And that's pretty awesome. And my third tip is about art assets generation. Without going too technical on this topic, all I wanted to share is that most of the time you want to combine different AI tools and different steps to produce the output that you want. And it's almost impossible to expect a single prompt, single output. And as an example, here I try to make a walking simulation for a character. And the first step is that I generate the front view of a static character image. And then I turn it into a side view walking animation video. And then I remove the green screen background and then extract the frames from that video, turn it into a sprite sheet. And then finally, I import that into the game. And this is how it looks, the walking cycle in an idle expedition game that I'm working on. Okay, enough talking. Let's dive into some real game demo that I built using CodeBuddy. And like I said earlier, I like to begin with ask mode. And what I did here is that I told CodeBuddy about my game idea. I want to build a horizontal side-scrolling space shooter game. and I asked CodeBuddy to interview me to gather all requirements. And here's how it works. CodeBuddy asked me a bunch of questions. I answer all of them. And then CodeBuddy gave me two outputs, a GDD, the game design document, and also the execution plan. I reviewed and approved the plan. It looks good to me. So I told CodeBuddy to go start building the game for me. And here's how it works for the plan mode. You can see it came up with a to-do list with 7 items. And it works on the item one by one and check it off. And after 15 minutes, I came up with this first prototype. As you can see, it is fully playable. I have a spaceship that I can move around. I can shoot, and enemies are spawning properly on the screen. So everything works. Although there are some minor bugs, I told CodeBuddy to help me resolve those issues, and it did it for me very quickly. And after I have a working prototype, the next thing I did was to continue building the game, to make a next iteration. And I added some power-up systems here, as well as some new advanced enemy types, and you can see it is working nicely. Okay, and I can imagine most people would actually stop here. They would think that this game already looks good enough, but since I'm a designer, I have high expectation. I think the game isn't polished enough. So I actually go one step further. I asked CodeBuddy to tell me a list of all the sprites and art assets that was using in the game, and it came up with this list to me. And then next, I found some pixel art game references, used my image generator to generate each image asset based on that list I got from CodeBuddy. I generated a spaceship sprite, a set of enemies, and a final boss. I really like this image. It's really cool. And some effects as well, such as explosion and firing. The background art, note that I intentionally split it into 3 layers to create this very cool parallax effect. And this is the final result. So that's it. I made a game in just 3 hours. And you can also make one using this same workflow that I used. And I hope today's sharing is useful to you. And if you'd like to chat more about AI and vibe coding and gaming, I can't wait to connect with you all. So, thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you, Derek. Next up, we're going to have Nick Zieber from Mimosa AI. He has built an amazing classic game to share with you. Let's give him a big warm applause.
Hello, everybody. By a show of hands, if you haven't received your credits, can you raise your hand? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure that we're sorting that out. We've got people that are working on that in the back end. But in the meantime, I'm going to fire this up, and I'll tell you a little bit about a similar game, not quite as advanced looking as we just saw. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Nick Zieber. I'm the co-founder of Mimosa, also Mimosa AI, and we have become the home base for vibe coders here in Hong Kong. How many people are actually based here, live in Hong Kong? Okay, awesome. So if you ever want to join some of our community meetups, we're really making an effort to just show people more about what AI can do, things like vibe coding. We've done a number of vibe coding workshops, and this game dev hackathon is part of the community building process. So feel free to come up to me after the event. Happy to talk about vibe coding and ways that we can show people more about AI literacy and fun things you can build. Okay, let's get into it. I was able to build a similar game to what we just saw. This is based on the classic called Space Invaders. And I wish you could hear the noise, but I'll just make the sounds. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. That's basically what this game does. It's very simple, but it's based on the same mechanics. And so I'm going to get into a little bit about how I used a one-shot prompt to make this Space Invaders game with CodeBuddy. So as many of you went through getting the credits, I also went through the login, got the code, and was able to use CodeBuddy. So here's my game, Space Invaders, a technical deep dive into this HTML5 canvas game. So this is similar to what Devin shared earlier. It's like a one-shot prompt, but you can kind of read through it. Build a Space Invader game in a single index.html file. I find that when you're trying to build a game for the first time, it's really important to make it similar, like short enough that it's not too much complexity. Because if you add too much complexity too soon, then you'll probably end up with a result and you do a lot of bug fixing. So my strategy for this short amount of time was basically to take this one prompt. So it's based on a retro Space Invaders game. Waves of alien invaders march back and forth across the screen in a grid formation, and then add some defensive barrier with 4 bunkers, and use dark space background with pixel-style graphics. And then the last thing that we have are some sound effects. So here's what we built. And all of this was done and processed with the CodeBuddy system. So I didn't have to explain the architecture, but it's an arcade-style game, single HTML file, no dependencies, canvas-based pixel art sprites. So sometimes, like what we saw Derek shared earlier, if you want to go a step further, you can generate your own art for the sprites. But typically, if you're doing just like a quick one-shot game, you want it to be able to render the graphics without having to make a second step. So the architecture of the game is just these 4. It's HTML, CSS, the game engine, and the systems. So for the game entities and sprites, we have a player, we have the alien characters, and then we have the bunkers that kind of hover over the simple space. And then game mechanics. So the grid marches left, right across the screen, reaches the edge and shifts down 20 pixels. The speed formula is written there, and then we have basically accelerates as few aliens remain. So all of this was done in the engine, but if you were to kind of like improve on features, you can actually break down how the entire game was coded for you. Lastly, we've got the web audio API sound, which is kind of cool. All of that can be done through the simple HTML file. And then here, like the input handling is just how you move the character back and forth, fire the bullets, pause, resume. So all of this is simple enough that it can be created via the CodeBuddy platform. And then lastly, you have the game state, which is the ready, playing, paused, life loss, game over. So we have 850 lines of code, 1 single HTML file. Our target of FPS target is 60, no external dependencies. So as soon as the game, as soon as CodeBuddy finished with the file, then all we had to do is go to deploy to Cloud Studio, and then it gives us a link, and this is what we have here. So I would say the key here was just to make sure that we got a result that could be deployed. Because if you do it differently, then sometimes you can sit and troubleshoot for hours and hours. I'm not sure how many people have been vibe coding, but simplicity usually beats complexity when you're dealing with tech that you're not so familiar with. So anyway, I'm Nick from Mimosa. Thank you guys. We'll try to get your credits sorted out, and if you have any questions, I'll stick around to meet you at the end. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. Next up, we have Elva Huang from KiraPay. So she will share a use case outside of game in e-commerce. So let's give a warm round of applause to Elva.
Testing. So I think like, okay, so here is it. So I think like, hi everyone, my name is Alva. So I'm like technically like not really like the previous two speakers. I'm not really a builder focus, but I'm just like recently in this, for example, like these space. So that's why we would like to talk about like how QRP can actually work together with CodeBuddy to see how we can like build some e-commerce use cases and then also like you to ship your product fast as well. So for us, so actually like what we are talking about is like when it comes to like vibe coding, so actually builders can actually vibe code super quick, right? So we just like need to enter a few prompts and then everything will be out. But I think like whenever like you're building for different use cases, payments still slow them out. So actually we have identified 3 different like pain points here. The first one is like mostly about the fragmented e-commerce landscape. So we know like in the e-commerce area, so actually there are so many tools around. And then we also like, for example, whenever you are like plugging in a payment solution or whenever like you're plugging in for different other solutions, you need to like navigate yourself to the best or like the right one to kind of fit into your project. So that would be like having multiple steps happening in between, and then including like when it comes to like you're plugging in with like different products, so actually they'll be having like a different UI UX, and also like you might be experienced differently from that. So it's kind of like making the users or even like the web coders super confused from that. And then the second thing is mostly about like the crypto payments are always the afterthought from that. The reason why is, so we know like currently still having a lot of people using, for example, cash or credit card, debit card, right? But we all know about like with stablecoin actually being issued in different regions. So we know about like stablecoin will definitely be a big trend when it comes to like the payment in the future. So whenever like you're plugging in, for example, payment solutions for e-commerce, normally we only plug in, for example, like credit card, debit card, Apple Pay, or even like for Hong Kong will be Alipay, WeChat Pay, right? But if we want to like make your project to be fitting into the future context, we need to consider like the crypto element from that. So what we are trying to do is like we will be providing a standard API or SDK for people to kind of like plug in the payment solutions, including cryptos, into a project from there as well. And then the third part is when it comes to like cross-chain routings, right? So obviously, when we know about like the blockchain world, there's having so many blockchains and tokens around, and then most of these blockchains are not really like communicating well with each other, because like traditionally you need to like do the swappings, bridgings in between, and then they'll be having like so many middle steps in between that will be like make your whole step super lengthy. So that's why like with all these things, so actually if you're talking about like, the traditional way, the cross-chain routing will be super brutal, and then you need to like kind of like integrate with like a lot more other solutions to make sure that you kind of like having the payments showcase into your project. So what we are trying to do to see like is the synergies for us between with CodeBuddy is like we want to power the builders and then enable the payments. So what we are trying to do is like with CodeBuddy you'll be able to build fast, and then with QRP you'll be able to pay with trust. With all these modern applications, so actually what we are trying to do when you're doing vibe coding, you just like want to ship the product super fast, right? And then you want to make your product live as soon as possible. So for us, like CodeBuddy could be the building layer, and actually it will be helping you to like ship your product super fast with like all this proper architecture. And then with QRP, we can be like the payment behind the scenes, and then we're able to make sure like your product will be payment ready and then ready to get the cash from different users, and then having the cash straight into your pocket. So it's like all in one will be want to helping you to build and monetize in one go. So here's the use case we have built for e-commerce. So actually, at the time that we are building the whole e-commerce environment, you can see for this scenario, we are talking about like building a coffee shop, and then once adding with like a few prompts, and then we kind of like adding like the crypto checkout on the stores, and then with like reference to our documentations. So actually, like I think with CodeBuddy, it'll be like running for a few, like maybe a few seconds or minutes to see how we are kind of like integrating the payment solutions into the build use case in CodeBuddy. And then afterwards, so you will see like that is like the use case that we built for with CodeBuddy together like with the payment integration here. So it's talking about like different coffee beans, and then once the user has been entered like has chose like the coffee bean, so actually at the time that they click pay, so it will be like having our Kira Pay checkout like pop up automatically from there. Okay, a few seconds, and then afterwards you'll be able to see, for example, if you want to pay with browser attention or you want to pay on your mobile wallet. And then afterwards, we'll be like scanning like your wallet balance to see whether which token will be sufficient to pay with these transactions. And then afterwards, you can click approve. And then that's how the transactions finish and then ready. So here's the payment confirmation page, and then with the receipt for different user to show to take for reference as well. So just like long story short, so actually from what we are doing, providing like the supporting the payment behind the scene is like we have 3 different tools. One is like the merchant dashboard for the merchant to identify the sales performance, and also like for the SDK API for developers to plug into their project. So what we are doing is like we're having the plug and ready checkout solution or toolkit for different builders to plug into their project seamlessly from there. And afterwards, so I think the major issue you might be talking about, like, so what we are doing is like crypto to crypto, right? So what if like, if there's any solutions partners that will be able to help you to cash in with HKD or USD, for example, or like you can cash out with HKD or USD. So actually for us, we'll be like partnering with a few licensed companies to help facilitate this process. So in terms of like how we are building, it's like we'll be providing an all-in-one solutions for you to, all-in-one solutions for you when it comes to like different payment procedures, payment process, or even like when you come to like smart contract audits, etc. here. And then for us, so actually in terms of like what kind of use cases would be possible to be here. So the main thing that we have just like showcased will be the e-commerce, and then afterwards will be, for example, if you are designing a subscription service, subscription-based platforms, or for example, cross-border payments, or for example, you as a freelancer, you actually want to receive like different crypto payments from different regions. So we'll be also be part of solutions here as well. And then if we are talking about like crypto native projects, so actually if you are like in either like GameFi, prediction market, platform, ads tooling, NFT ticketing, DAO memberships, or even like retail marketplace like merchandise, or even like, for example, selling goods, so actually will be a perfect solution here as well. So just like a super short tagline about us. So actually for us Kira Pay, so we will be people will be able to pay with any token from any chain anywhere. We are supporting more than like 80 plus blockchains to accept payments from different tokens and also different chains from that. So actually we kind of like addressing the frictions between. And then as the merchant, so actually in terms of the settlement layer, so actually will be like covering most of the major blockchains. So the top 20 major blockchains will be under the settlement layer, and then you'll be able to receive your preferred token from there as well. So it's like a super short like recap about what we are doing. So actually for us, we are chain agnostic, and then we are also wallet agnostic. So no matter which wallet you are holding, actually be able to support as well. So this kind of like will be tracking about like the real-time transactions, and it will be shown on the merchant dashboard together with like the instant notification from that, and then you'll be able to like choose which kind of tokens, which kind of chain you want to have all those payments settled as well. So a quick one, let me skip a little bit. So I think, so also want to share you a use case. So there's like a live merchant we have as well. So actually they're also like selling coffee bean in Hong Kong. So they're also like kind of like having like Kira Pay here to be accepting like payments from different people or even like from different regions as well. So I think like that's all for me. So if you kind of like having any questions regarding like API SDK, for example, or if you want to kind of like talk more about like how Kira Pay could be further supporting your project, so feel free to scan the code as well. And then that's my Telegram handle together with my WhatsApp number. So thank you.
check. Okay, so the credits process, we're doing some checking. I need someone to give me an email address. Someone who registered on Luma, let's say last week, and didn't get the credits. Raise your hand. Last week? You registered last week? No? Like you registered on Luma last week, and you still cannot get the credits. No one? And who doesn't have credits yet? Raise your hand. Okay, which platform did you guys register? Luma? When did you register? 3 days. Okay, that should work too. Yeah, let me come to you. Yeah. Check. Okay, so we found out a bug. So you have to enter your email before you click the submit button. If you register before you enter your email in the code claim form, do not click the submit button right away. You will see a code appear. Okay, so it's not very intuitive, but that's how it should work. So it's a small bug, yeah. So you enter your email, wait, don't click submit, and then your code will appear. Okay, and then we only have 7 minutes, 5 minutes to the deadline. 7 minutes. So make sure you submit your project through. Okay, let me bring the link back so you will see the submit link. Yep, so you submit to tinyurl.com, CodeBuddy submit. And we have 7 minutes, 6 minutes left. And also, even if you didn't get credits today, if you join the WhatsApp group and send your email, the Tencent team will send you credits tomorrow. So unfortunately, you cannot use it for today, but you will get credits for sure. Yeah, it's just a matter of time. Unfortunately, it's a very manual process, but that's the current setup. That's the current mechanism. We have to bear with it. Yeah, you have a question? Oh, yes. So some people ask how to deploy. Let me show you guys real quick. So you can either click the top 3 dots settings button and click preview. It will deploy. Or you can go to the chat box. On top of the chat box, there's a config integrations. And the icon looks like a power plug. Click this one, and you will find Cloud Studio with a deploy, and click this one. Yeah. Did I answer your question?
No, I didn't see the preview button.
You just click this one, yeah. Yeah, forget that one, just click this one. The config integration. After add more libraries, config integrations. Did you see it? If you are on a different language interface, let's say Chinese language Yeah, it might says differently, but it's the rightmost button, rightmost button. And you'll see a list of tools like Superbase, Cloudbase, Cloud Studio, H1, etc., and use Cloud Studio. We have 3 minutes left. Make sure you submit on time. The form will be closed automatically. Okay, I already saw 10 people submitted. Awesome.
Help me. I can't upload it.
You can upload it?
Yeah, I can't get the link.
What do you cannot?
I cannot get the Cloud Studio link of the project. I only have the HTML.
What do you mean you cannot get a Cloud Studio link?
How do I get the Cloud Studio link?
Oh, let me show you again. So you have to, hold on, let me change the display.
Okay, wait for a minute.
Okay, so go to CodeBuddy, click the config integrations button. Did you find this button? Click on it and find Cloud Studio. Did you see it? You don't have the link. Like you click it, what does it show? It doesn't show anything?
It doesn't show anything.
Doesn't show anything. Oh, okay.
Yeah, what should I do?
Let me come to you. Let me come to you.
Okay.
That might be a very specific issue.
Oh my God.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I think you can speak direct. Sorry, sir. Same issue here, but in my case, I have the error because it says specifically credits exhausted, even though it's my first prompt.
Right, I know. So they're gonna issue you the in the WhatsApp group?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you.
I
use
wrote
the-
it down.
Use
Like
the.上网。笑掉。快结束了，快结束了，快就结束了。结束了是吧？嗯。这最后一个演讲结束。演讲完，但是要分享跟提问。演讲的应该已经结束了。那我修左外面。我不知道他会不会连呢。再等一下，应该弄来弄去。你看他都配合他。配合他就好。还是投他一波，等吗？看他怎么弄。对。
Okay, refresh the Google form because it shows. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, now try again. Yeah, now it should be accepting. All right, we have 13 submissions. Any more submissions? We're gonna have 10 minutes for the judges to take a look, and then we're gonna announce the winners after that. Okay, last 2 minutes for submission. If you haven't submitted, please do so. Okay, 17. Awesome. So I just saw 3 submissions. One more. Yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting. You can submit, yeah. It's still open. It's still open. What? Connect to what? Okay, last 1 minute. I'm gonna click the close submission button. If you haven't submitted, all right. Last 10 seconds. Did you finish? I'm going to close the form. No? Okay. No? Okay, okay. Hurry up, hurry up. The venue has to be closed at 4, so we need to hurry up.
我们昨天早上8点，我8点出门，到这里10点半左右。我们肯定是抽烟。
Last 10 seconds. I'm gonna close the form. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, by the way, if you didn't deploy, you can upload your HTML too. Just deploy on a Google Drive. Just upload to a Google Drive and then make a public link. Because all we need is a HTML file, right? That's all we need. So if you didn't deploy, just upload your HTML. Okay, I'll continue count. 5, 4. All right, obviously that was more than 10 seconds. Yeah, I'll wait, because some of you already made the HTML. So I don't want to, you worked really hard for 1 hour and you want to submit your results, right?
可以收尾了，4点，应该都差不多了。内部人说，估计也差不多了。
Right. Is there still anyone hasn't submitted? Right. What's the issue you're facing? Yeah, you can upload your HTML as a Google link. Upload your HTML file to Google Drive and make that file public. Okay, I'm going to close the form now. Oh, we have 30 submissions. Wow. 30. That's a lot.
Oh, it's not change. Is there an additional button? No.
Okay, I'm going to close the form now, seriously, because it's been 10 more minutes. Okay, I'm closing now. Okay, so I have closed the submission. Next, please give us a couple minutes, 5 to 10, I'm not sure, and we'll come back to you with the winners. And we're gonna, after the winner announcement, for the top 3 selected winners, you will have 2 minutes to talk about your project up here. And same time you'll get a prize down below. The first prize is the Razer keyboard. And who wants the Razer keyboard? Who wants the Razer keyboard? Just one person. 2, okay. So you guys are gamers, right? It's for gaming. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so while our judges are analyzing your projects, why don't we do a group photo first? All right, so can we get some music? Get some music? So I would say everyone to come to the stage. All right, everyone come to the stage and facing the audience. Use this screen as a background. Okay, come on, everyone, come to the stage. Let's take a group photo real quick. Group photo. Come on, hurry up. All right, come to the stage. Come to the stage. Whoever didn't come, you will not get a prize. Come on, come to the stage. Let's take a big smiley group photo. Stand in the middle, behind the logo. Start in the middle. Some of you, if you want to stand on the ground, it's also okay. You can stand on the ground if you're tall. Yeah, oh yeah, like that. Yeah, very good. Yeah, some of you below. Some of you stand below. Yeah, you can kneel down as well if you like to kneel down. Stay in the middle. Okay, everyone come out. Everyone. Everyone come up. Okay, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Do we have everyone? Okay, Nick, come on, Nick. All right. You wanna photo together? Photo. 喊什么 ？AI can do it. Oh, okay. We're gonna have everyone say this together. AI can do it. Okay, so we're gonna say this. It's gonna be a video, right? Video?
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be a video. Okay, 3, 2, 1. AI can do it.
Okay.
Another time. One more time. Oh, photo first. Okay. Photo first. Okay, thumbs up. Okay, now let's say the video. AI can do it. I count 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
AI can do it.
Okay, louder. One more time. Maybe you are hungry, but yeah, it's almost dinner time, so it should be fine. 3, 2, 1.
AI can do it.
One more photo? Okay, one more photo. Are you gonna say cheese? Say cheese. 6, 7. All right, very good.
咱的 AI 片尾怎么弄啊？
就是根据几个标准，就是你提的，就是想经常外国人在根据游戏质量，在一个香港元素上面。
它是根据作品按链接。
你可以还会去把链接打开，然后大概看一下它是什么样的。
给我看一下你是自己做的一套吗？
不用，就用 Gemini。
帮我做一个。不过我这次游戏大赛的时候，准备也是要找搞一个 AI 评委，怎么做你给我看一下。
Okay, we have our winners. Do we have a drum roll music? Drum roll. Yeah, you can turn off the BGM and the drum roll. Drum roll, it's like a drum roll. You know drum roll?
No, we don't have any.
Okay, I'll play some drum roll. Yeah, that's the drum roll.
I know, but we don't have any.
Drum roll.
没差是吧？哪一首啊？收了也没用。欢呼音乐，欢呼音乐，收一段欢呼音乐。
Okay, can you put my screen on? Can you show my screen? All right, thank you. Okay, so drum roll. Oh, damn, there's ads on my YouTube. Okay, never mind. Let's drum roll together. Okay, third place, drum roll. Technically correct. Who's technically correct? You? Okay, well, congratulations. Come to the stage. Come. All right, can I have one of the judges? Elva, you can award the prize. Come to the stage. Okay, so you can stand in the middle. We'll take a picture together with your name. Yeah, you can stand here. Okay. Okay. Picture. Stand in the middle. Okay. Congratulations, technically correct. Awesome. Okay, second place. Drum roll. Runner game against Hong Kong's main bosses. Is that yours? Oh, congrats. All right, what's your name? Alan. Congrats, Alan. Can I have Nick, maybe? You want to come up? Right, Alan just won Sony headphones. Do you have a headphone at home? No? Okay, so this is your headphone. Can you stand together in the middle? With the, yes. All right, 3, 2, 1, 6, 7. Very good. On the right, move on the right, shift on the right. Okay, who's gonna be our first winner? Okay, drum roll. Drum roll more. Hong Kong Jumper. Is that you? Oh, congrats, Hong Kong Jumper. Welcome to the stage, Hong Kong Jumper. Maybe Derek? You just won. What's your name? Connor. Okay, Connor just won a Razer keyboard. Very good. Do you have a keyboard at home?
I do, but not this one.
Are you gonna replace with this one?
Of course.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, let's take a photo. Congrats.
反正他一直用这几个 U 盘，我们打夜没有用 U 盘，应该说他不打夜。
All right, 3, 2, 1. Smile. Congratulations. Let me see if we have time for demos. Do we have time for demos? No? No time for demos, right? No, okay. So, yeah, so the venue has to close at 4, so unfortunately we cannot let you show your game. But yeah, so you have built a successful game within 1 hour, so it's pretty good. Let's give yourself a big round of applause for today's hard work. And we'll share the photos through the WhatsApp group later, so you'll see some photos of today's event. Yeah, last but not least, thank you very much again for everyone for coming to our mini hackathon. Hope you enjoyed. I met some people. All right, have a good evening, everyone. Thank you.
Đi 手機唔係呢個要關機啊？